down, Mayor?
I sure am.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good evening and welcome back to the Committee of the Whole, the special Committee of the Whole meeting for October 26th. And we have our last presenting group regarding funding requests, and it is the Strathmore Overnight Shelter. So I'll ask the presenter to come forward. And if you wouldn't mind introducing yourself to the at-home audience as well as council who may not know you. John, I do know you, and I'd like to welcome you tonight. It's good to see you again, and we look forward to your presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm John Hilton O'Brien from the Strathmore Overnight Shelter, which I serve as president of its board. So I come before you today because the shelter's a little on the busy side. On average, we're housing 20 people a night, which is pretty much our capacity. And occasionally we're needing to drag out temporary mats. And there are also a number of people who are sleeping rough, not in the shelter, who are coming in to use the shelter's laundry and shower facilities. And this means that was once a relatively small bill for water has ballooned a little, and we're hoping for some relief. To be precise, our water utility bill for the third quarter, that's July, August, and September, was $1,653.30 for the quarter. For this last month, it was $383.13. So we're doing about 58 loads of laundry per week, 7 loads of dishes, and 140 showers on average. So we are hoping that council will be able to help us by waiving the water bill going forward. We're not looking for relief for the past year, but going forward from here.
Your Worship?
Oh, yes, Deputy Mayor Peterson.
So John, you're looking at like $1,500 a quarter approximately. Do you have a total amount that?
It was $1,653
for the one quarter?
for the last quarter.
Is that consistent for all your quarters, or is that just accumulated relevant to the later use?
It has been growing. So in previous quarters, it was somewhat lower.
Thank you. Yep.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor, and thank you for your presentation, John, and your ability to answer that question. Do we have further questions from councillors concerning the overnight shelter and its request regarding water charges? Councillor Wiley?
So what's the difference for you, or why is it important for you that it's a water wave instead of the municipality working out some kind of an MOU or
Reliability. We're simply trying to control our expenses at this point. And so waiving the water bill means it's one less fluctuating item that we have to worry about. We work off of a grant, which is set. And while we do have donations that do tend to fluctuate, it would be helpful to us to waive the water fee in particular. Not that we aren't grateful for any given quantity, but
Thank you, Councillor Wiley. Any further questions from councillors? Okay, seeing none. Thank you, John, for your presentation. You may not have been here or seen the earlier ones. We're having budget deliberations starting in the third week of November. So yours will be one of the other requests, or one of the several requests we've seen. So we'll be going through all the discussions and deliberations regarding those.
thank you very much, Your Worship.
Thank you. And thank you for your time volunteering with the Overnight Shelter Board too. It's much appreciated. Thank you. So that brings us to the end of the funding requests from the various groups. So we do have some unfinished business to do in the closed section of the meeting. So at this time, I think I'm looking for a motion to go back in camera. Legislative services, do we need to restate the FOIP section and numbers?
I think your worship and council, actually, we need to adjourn the special committee of the
Okay.
whole meeting and then reconvene the
Okay.
org meeting.
Okay, I will adjourn the special committee of the whole council meeting for October 26th at 9:24 p.m. And then we'll follow Jonathan's advice and we'll look for a motion to go back in camera.
Your
that correct,
worship,
Jonathan?
Your worship, I would move that council move in camera to discuss items related to section 17, subsection 1, and section 24, subsection 1A of the Freedom of Information Protection and Privacy Act at 9:26 p.m.
Thank you for that motion. I'll call the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And that motion is carried. We'll be going in camera. And Jonathan, if someone is able to tell me when we're offline, that would be